Hey everyone, and welcome to Process Server and Messenger. My name is Nick, and before we get the show started, I'd like to, like I always do, remind everybody to check out some of my other platforms, some of my other social media sites. I have a patreon.com/process server and messenger, and that's really a great place where you can check out all the creative content that I'm putting up, videos. I have a photo journal that the next edition is going to be coming out in the next couple of days. It's the Patreon is the best way that you can support me directly, and I'm trying to really build and grow that. I have one follower now, so I'm up from zero when I started. So hey, any growth is good. I'll take it. But it's all appreciated. All your support helps. It all goes a long way, and I've been really trying to put some content up there. I've got some great videos of me driving around Los Angeles. It's a beautiful city, and I get to be lucky enough to drive around every day and just film it. And it just rained recently, so everyone knows after it rains in LA, it just gets really clear, and the flowers are blooming, the grass is growing. It just looks different after a rain. So I got some great video. I got some great content up there. Go ahead and check it out and support patreon.com/process server and messenger. I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Threads, I'm on TikToks. I've been putting up clips. I've been really stepping up the game in that regard. And, all your support helps. So go ahead and like, rate, review, interact, subscribe, comment, whatever it is, it helps. It goes a long way. We're building, we're growing here, and we're getting better and better. And with that, let's go ahead and start the show. Happy Friday. Hey everyone, we are back on a Friday and ready for the weekend. Man, what a week. Staying busy all the time. But welcome to the show. It's Friday. My name's Nick. I'm the host. This is Process Server and Messenger. I'm a California registered process server and a small business owner. Sometimes court messenger, sometimes delivery guy, sometimes courier. And this is a show we like to talk about, the life of a small business owner, life of a guy working and driving around Los Angeles, and you know what it's like from firsthand experience. So welcome to the show. It's Friday. I like to keep the formats a little bit looser on a Friday. Monday we do the updates episodes and kind of get. I'm developing that side a little bit better. I'm just getting a little bit sharper. But on Friday, I just like to hang out. It's time for the weekend. We could talk football. We can talk college football. We could talk Lakers. We could talk whatever. We can talk cycling. It's Friday. Just kick back. We got the weekend coming up. I want to start this one off with a little bit of business development. We got business development. I've been taking advice from various places, including my wife and ChatGPT, which basically are my two go-to places for advice, is my wife and then the AI, the computer, artificial eye in the sky. It's telling me what to do and whatever. I think it's got some good ideas. I don't know how everyone feels on AI and ChatGPT and all that. It's hard to tell. Sometimes I feel like I have the most vanilla takes, and I get some feedback. But I do use ChatGPT, and I took some advice on growing the podcast and on ways I can make this better. And we came up with some pretty helpful advice. So on Monday, basically what it told me to do was to just plan the show better, make better content, but be more interesting, be more likable, tell some jokes. But no, it was just saying this to develop sections and to make sure that you do clips based on the sections, and then you put those clips out there. So that's what I did. I kind of outlined the Monday show into segments. I could do a better job of that, but I had a segment, and then I sectioned those out into clips, and it was just such a. I don't have any followers. I'm new to this. I'm growing this account, and so every step of the way is kind of a learning thing for me, and it's just so funny because I had a little slice of the internet. I had a post that I put on Threads, which I don't use a lot of Threads, but I just started. I got the TikTok going even. I know I've been talking about TikTok for a couple episodes, but I even got that going. So I'm kind of rolling with some of this stuff. I try really hard to make this content and put it out there, and it's not easy to get it all out there, and I'm not on all these platforms, but I want all my content to be on these platforms because I don't know exactly what platform my audience may be on, so they could be segmented across all of these platforms. So I try to put it all up on everything that I can, and so I'm getting to know these platforms. Threads is a new one to me. TikTok is a new one to me. And I had some interesting feedback on Threads of everything because I don't use that one. So I put something up there, and I put something up about riding a bike in the bike lane at the beach and how there's pedestrians and how I feel about that. I don't want to really get into that, but it was some interesting feedback and discourse. And I just, look, I start off with zero. I'm not, I don't have a pre-built audience, so I'm going from zero. I'm every step of the way, this is really a journey of 1,000 miles. And every step is, at the beginning, it's, a big step. So that thread got like 1,000 views, which is views, not interactions. It's just views. It's not exactly viral, but for me, that might be one of the most viral things I've done on the internet. And it had like 30 comments and like 4 likes. So I got ratioed, I think is what they call it. When some other account that's bigger than you leaves a comment or interacts with it, and then their interaction gets way more interaction than the actual post. So that's basically what happened to me. Sorry, I kind of moved the camera there. I just want to get a better situation here. But yeah, it was just so interesting, the comments, because I thought I said something that was pretty whatever, and people had some opinions on it. And I don't know if I was ready for those opinions. Interesting, man. I just thought I said something pretty bland, but got some people fired up a little bit. All right, how's that? Sorry, guys, fidgeting with this microphone a little bit. So yeah, I got ratioed on that, but that's a good thing. At the end of the day, I had to remind myself that the post interactions were very good. That's what I want. That's what you're going for. And if you're going for interactions, then sometimes they're not all going to be great. They're not all going to be nice. They're not all going to be coherent. I'm happy I got the views. I'm happy I got the interaction. So that was great advice from ChatGPT, and it was just a little bit of a learning curve. You want to grow your account big, and then you start growing it, and then you get interactions, and you go, wait, I guess this is what I wanted. Yeah, so that was interesting. Business development. The other aspect of business development I want to get into is, let's see if this works right here. I want to really talk about, this is my site. This is servect.net. And let's see if we can, yes, here we go. Okay, so I've got it set up. Manage consent. That just means I think I collect information or whatever. I have this set up with I don't even know which site I'm using to build this one. Maybe WordPress. Maybe this is a WordPress site. So they have some options just to make sure that you're not, it's just standard stuff. It's like you can accept or deny. It's not like I'm collecting information. It's just a consent thing of cookie. I think it's cookies. So that's that first box. But anyways, this is the box that I really want to focus on. I have a MailChimp account which I don't probably use as often as I should. That's the next kind of phase of my business planning, is the better at marketing, and I think I have to utilize MailChimp a little better to kind of grow the audience. I do have a kind of organically developed list of people who have subscribed, so that's good. I just need to do a better job of working that. And so this is where the sign up form is. So if you go to my site, servect.net, you can subscribe. And I don't spam emails. I'm not blasting you all the time. I'm just doing basic marketing. You get updates from me about the content I'm putting out, the work that's going on, and this is a way to support. This is a way to grow and keep up to date. And like I said, I'm not like who's bad, not bad. Who emails me like all the time is Domino's. I got an email from Domino's yesterday at like 10:30 in the morning. They usually don't send me emails until like 3 or 4, and they go, "Oh, we know you're getting hungry." I do a lot of Domino's. Okay, I like Domino's. I'm a fan of Domino's. I saw somebody out there make a comment about there's no good delivery pizza anymore, and these are all not good. And I was just so opposed to that. I have Domino's all the time. I love Domino's. When I was a kid growing up, Pizza Hut was really the place. Pizza Hut was the one that you wanted. And somewhere along the line, I don't know what happened, but Domino's kind of took over. Domino's is just, it's good. It's good. It's pizza. Pizza, I'm not a food person. If it's pizza to me. Like, it's either, food is kind of binary to me. It's either edible or it's not. I'm not like a foodie guy. I try I like things. I like chocolate. I like cookies. I did a thing about cookies in the last episode. But Domino's, pizza's good. But I brought them up because they email me like 4, 5, 6 times a day. They email me so often. I'm not like that. I'm not going to be bothering you guys like that. But if you can sign up for the updates, that's going to go a long way to helping me grow, and you get access to cool stuff. I'm out here making great content, and this is a way for you to support and for you to stay up to date. So go ahead and subscribe to that. And I've just been developing the website a little bit here and there. I took a lot of it off because it wasn't loading very well, and that's like not good. It took forever to load. And what happened here? So I kind of broke it down a little bit. Took a lot of stuff off and just tried to make it a easier website to load and to use. And so, man, I was able to put links to my YouTube videos, to this podcast on here. And anyways, I don't think this is working, but the point is that I've been developing the site and growing it, and just piece by piece here and there, making it a little bit better and better. This part is really hard for me because this is like a website design and that sort of thing. And, I try my best with that. I don't know if I'm the best at design. I like my taste. I like the things that I like, and I think that it works for me. But, like design, fashion design, taste, stuff like that. That's not my strength. Oh, you like my hat, you like my shirt. Yeah, it's my wife bought it for me. I'm not picking out these outfits. If it was me, I'm wearing you know, whatever, really anything. I'm not a fashion designer style guy. I try my best, but sometimes it's just not good. So designing the website has been a challenge for me. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that at one point I had it over designed and it was just taking forever to load, and I think I got it into a nice spot right now. So that's good. I just kind of wanted to show it off a little bit and show you how it's coming along. And with that, I'm going to try something else today. I went driving through Malibu, and I have some video that I wanted to share. And this is going to be a little rough because I'm new to this, but let's see how it works. So this is video I took on my GoPro driving through Malibu yesterday. That was Thursday, November 20th. This is in the morning. I don't know exactly what around what time, but it's probably around 9 a.m., maybe an hour before or after Thursday morning. And just wanted to share some of this video because it's interesting in the sense that you're driving through Malibu and you get a chance to see what it looks like there now with all the construction and rebuilding efforts that they're doing. Now, it looks like I'm driving fast, and that speed limit says 25, but this is sped up. I'm driving 25 miles an hour. I got cruise control on because it's hard for me to keep at 25, so I put cruise control on. I'm not really going as fast as it seems in the video. It's sped up so that I can fit as much as I want to into this space. But the speed limit's 25. They're still doing construction. So this is all construction they're doing in the area, or repair. I don't know if I call it construction. Road work. There was terrible fires in the area in January this year, 2025. Fires in Altadena, fire in the Palisades, and Malibu got hit. So just bad terribleness. Sad. And it's a tremendous effort to rebuild. And it's November, and that was in January. So these things take a long time, and it's devastating, the things that happen to these areas. And so yeah, I was serving somebody in this, or attempting to serve someone in this area, and decided to see. Look, speed limit right there. I'm not going 35. That's the guy. That's this guy. That's these guys. I'm going 25, and everyone's trying to get around me because I'm going 25, and not nobody. There's a couple of us. It's not just me. It's just a lot of people don't want to drive 25. I get it. I got cruise control on. I'm just like meditating. See, what does the speed limit say? Sometimes you'll see the signs on the right. They'll show you your speed. So that's good because I can just maintain the speed. And yeah, look, a lot of heavy machinery, a lot of heavy work going on here. And then it rains later in this day. This is Thursday. So later Thursday night, there's another storm that comes in, and I'm recording this on a Friday. There's probably going to be more rain coming. So that affects the burned areas. You can really see some of the sad scenes on the left. I think in this area, a lot of that it was homes. And you can just see the devastation on that side. I can't even remember, but I think you're driving through this area. You don't even get a good view of the ocean. Usually you can't see the ocean on your left like that, but what used to be there is not there anymore. So it's, it's sobering to drive through the area, and I'm going to serve somebody, and, just it's all around you. what happened. And it's going to take a long time for everyone to do the work that they need to do to repair and rebuild or work, and what they're doing on the road right here. A lot of heavy machinery, a lot of people working. It's a busy area, so driving through there, I go 25. I maintain the speed limit that they posted because I do feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people working. Man, it's really sad. On the left side, you can see here. Yeah, it's just everything's gone right there. So, that's really sad. I want to acknowledge that. I can't say that enough, how you're driving through here and you're thinking of the human experience and what they went through. And these are just real people that had to go through something awful. So I thought I'd just, record while I drove through, and you can see a little update of what it looks like in this area 10 months after, and still the work they're doing. Yeah, working hard. Doing a good job, these guys. Working hard. I don't know anything about the rebuild. I just know you go through here and you constantly see a lot of people working and the machines going, and there's a scale to it. There's a real scale to the efforts out here. And they're probably being extra careful because there's rain around this time. There's going to be rain later in this day. So in these fire areas, they always tell you how the rain can make it more dangerous. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I mean, I get it. Mudslides, landslides. But I can't explain the science to you. I just know I listen to the radio and they constantly warn you to be careful of rains after the fire, because you can experience mudslides and landslides. So they're probably doing double work to get ready for that. It's a massive effort, and these guys are working, massive effort. And again, the video sped up. I'm not going this fast. I'm going 25. Maybe you can see one of these speed limit readers on the right. Not judging anyone how they drive. I'm not calling anyone out. Okay, you do your own thing. I made a bicycle video, a cycling video. I was cycling through Venice Beach, and I expressed an opinion, and I posted it in my one of my clips. And yeah, I'm going to be a little more careful in expressing an opinion. You drive how you want, how it's your car, you do your thing. I'm going 25 in this video. Maybe other people are too. I know they're going faster than me, so logic would tell you something, but who am I to judge? Maybe they're also going 25. Yeah, I usually don't use cruise control on my car. Only for like road trips, long distance, but you got to have the cruise control on when you're going slow, because you can't help it. You can't help but put your foot on the gas. Really easy to all of a sudden you're going 40. Yep. Still 25 in this area. So yeah. That's that for Malibu. Looks like it's going to rain again at some point. So we're all getting ready for that out here. Let's see how that'll mess up the plans. Sometimes it is easier to serve people when it's raining because they don't go out. They're at home, and you can knock on their door and and you're going to get them. But it's not always fun because you're driving out there in that rain, and so you gotta, you gotta stay safe. It is accidents do increase in the rain, and some of these areas, especially in LA, you're going up into neighborhoods that are in the hills, and there's mudslides, and with the fires recently, these aren't sometimes the easiest places to access. For me as a process server, and I think of the people who live there and what they have to deal with sometimes. But yeah, California, LA, it's still a beautiful area, beautiful land, but Nature is very powerful. So sometimes you have to, sometimes you're reminded of that and you have to deal with that. Um, yeah. So I would share the biking video I have with you, but I just got on the bike and I got a flat tire. So that's not really, not the best video. Not my best work. Okay, so that's that segment. I got the one segment on business development. We got the segment on Malibu and driving through Malibu, and um, I always like to talk a little bit about actually serving people because I am a process server. So I always want to kind of throw that in there. This is called process server and messenger. Um, I served a guy earlier today at a WeWork shared. It wasn't WeWork; it was shared space. But you know what's weird is, what's the name of this place? Spaces? Is that one of them? It might have been a Spaces. Um, and I was riding my bike there, and on my way there, I was listening to a commercial about WeWork. They were doing there's some sort of show out on WeWork, and I just thought it was so funny that it's like the algorithm. It gets you. Like, you're on your way to McDonald's and you hear a commercial about McDonald's. you know? Listen, I'm going to talk a lot about McDonald's on this podcast. They're going to come up every once in a while. That's just the way it is. I lost my Monopoly. I didn't win. It ended. Monopoly ended and the McRib came back. Monopoly's over. I didn't win. I almost got the RV. I was one piece missing from the RV prize. And I actually was like visualizing myself in the RV. I actually got excited. Oh man, sometimes I'm such a loser. But for a moment there, I had I had two of the three pieces, or is it three of the four? I don't know. I don't remember, but I was only one piece away. I was online Googling this RV and like imagining the road trips I was going to go on with my family. But whatever. I've never won McDonald's. They do the other prizes like the free food and stuff like that. I've won that, but I've never actually won a McDonald's Monopoly, and I still haven't won. But anyway, so I was serving a guy at the Spaces this morning, and man, I don't love the shared workspaces. I don't like serving people there. It's just the people at the front desk, they're not trained on how to receive service, so they always kind of make it awkward at a WeWork or a shared space. I don't think they get training in that. I don't know. I don't mean anything by it. Okay, if I'm wrong, then let me know. But just based on the way that it's like, sometimes I'll serve a registered agent and they know what's up, and they go up and I just serve them and they're ready for it and they're cool about it and they know that they get served and they know that's their job. And these shared workspaces, you can serve people at them like they receive mail there, then you're good. It's an office space. I think they have a subscription. I'm not quite sure how it works, but yeah, you could substitute serve individuals there, as far as I know. Well, that's what I did. We'll see if there's any issues with that. I don't know why there would be, but it's just kind of they're not really prepared to be served like the shared spaces and the WeWorks. And I wish that they were a little more, let's just get this over with. Who's it for? Okay, yeah, we got UPS store. They know what's up. You go to a UPS store, you give them the name and you give them the box number, and they take it, and that's that. And they'll give you their name and their job title, and no problem. They know what's up. It happens all the time. That's how I want the shared spaces more to interact. And a lot of times they make a big song and dance about it. They don't want to accept it. They say they can't. People say, you can't sign for it. I tell them, nobody signs for anything, so don't worry about that. They say we can't accept service, and I go, well, nobody accepts service. You're just getting served. That's it. accept it or not is, it's not, it's nothing to do with me. Accept it, don't accept it, you're getting served. Um, but yeah, I wish they didn't make it such a hassle that they sometimes do. I remember I went to I can't remember if it was WeWork or Regis or Shared Space or Spaces or WeWork or I don't know. There's a couple of them out there. Um, One time, the lady at the front desk asked me to take a seat, and she was gonna go check. I was serving a business, and I said, "Here's the registered agent's name. Um, I'm serving the business. Here's the name of the business. Here's the name of the registered agent." And she told me to go take a seat, and she was going to check, which I'm fine with. You can verify if that's a good address for these individuals. But I went to the lobby, and they were playing. I think they were playing Home Alone, which was this was. It'd be fine now. Home Alone's like a holiday movie, right? I haven't seen it in a while, but it's basically a holiday movie. But this was like a month ago, so this is like before Halloween. They had their Halloween candy out, and they were showing Christmas movies. I was a little like, it was a little off, okay? And I sat there and I watched it, and I was just at some point, it took forever. This lady took 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I should have just gone in and out of there, but I like to give people respect. I like to, if I can spare you the 20 minutes for you to kind of, I don't like to do a hit and run. I don't like to hit you with the documents and get out of there. I don't like to be rude. I don't want it to come back to me that I was rude. I think it helps the service. I hope it helps the process out just to kind of let people, if they say they give me a minute, you give them a minute. Okay, they give you 20 minutes. I'm watching a movie. you know, that was a cool. That reminded me of why I became a process server and a messenger right there. Because they had the Halloween candy. I grabbed some Halloween candy. I sat in the lobby. Was watching Home Alone. It was a nice moment. I had a nice little break. I'd been in traffic all day. I took a seat, ate some candy, watched Home Alone. The only thing missing was I didn't have any coffee. Usually, not the shared spaces, but like a nice law firm, they might have coffee for you. Yeah, I miss those days. People are cutting back now. I don't see as much coffee as I used to. But I let her take her time to find the place. It took like 20 minutes, man. It took like at least 20 minutes, and she ended up. I think that person ended up not even having a space there. Like they used to have a space there, and then they moved out like 3 or 4 months earlier. So it was just a total. It wasn't a waste of time because I had a nice break. But yeah, I just kind of wish that these shared spaces kind of knew how to handle process servers a little better. Every time I go to a shared space to serve somebody, there's always some sort of hiccup, And if you're not there during the holidays, you don't even get candy. You're just sitting there with nothing. Fortunately for me, it was around Halloween, so I was able to get a little bit of candy. That was nice. But yeah, I just wish they could deal with that sort of thing a little bit better. That's all. That's all I'm asking. No biggie. You're fine. You don't have to, but how many times am I going to have to walk in there doing the same thing over and over and kind of getting the same, it's the same thing. It's like UPS store gets it. You go to a UPS store. Oh, you're serving someone? Cool. What's the name? What's the box number? Okay, yeah, here's my name. Here's what's your job title? Okay, so-and-so clerk or whatever. Okay, thank you. You're in and out. Boom. UPS store. They do a good job. Most mail stores do. I love serving a mail store, a mailbox store. It doesn't have to be UPS. I love serving a mailbox store. It's easy. It's so fun. It's so great. Regis, WeWork, shared space, spaces. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. Back in the day, they used to have more coffee available to people who would come into your office lobby. I guess the imports or what are the tariffs on the coffee, maybe that's what it is. But Keurigs used to be everywhere. There used to be Keurigs everywhere. Free when you were a messenger or process server, you'd be drinking free coffee all day, every day. I just don't see that anymore. I think people are cutting back. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign for the economy, but I just don't see as much free coffee out there as I used to. And I didn't mean for this to turn into a coffee thing, but I miss my free coffee. That's why I became a process server, is for the free office coffee. And they took that away. Oh, man. I haven't seen it in a while. Now that I'm thinking about that, I kind of started this out as a joke, but I'm thinking about it and it's making me more and more upset because it's true. Oh, man. Well, that's okay. I have good coffee at home. It's fine. It's fine. I do coffee mugs. I travel with my coffee. I always have coffee in the car. I have plenty of coffee. What are these mugs and thermoses and stuff? So anybody want to sponsor any coffee thermos mug company out there? Want to sponsor a process server? I'm your guy. I'll rock your stuff and we'll make ads. I always have it in the car. Back in the day, they would just give it to you for free. You walk into office, there'd be Keurigs everywhere. Nowadays, this is what I got now. So if you're out there and you got a cool traveling coffee thermos product, let's hook up. Let's do a sponsorship thing. I can really market your product because I use this stuff every day. Always in the car. Always coffee in the car. Always something. Always stuff in the car. I'm always ready because it's not out there like it used to be. All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. I hope all your teams win. We got college football tomorrow. We got sports all weekend. We got NFL games. This is the sports zone. This is the time of year when sports are on. So I hope everybody's teams wins. Hope everyone has a good weekend. It's Friday, so just relax. Take some time off. I think I might be going to the museum with my family. We're going to jump on the train and go to the museum. Or jump on the train and at least go there and hang out. I don't know if we'll ever make it in. My kids, it's hit or miss with them. Sometimes they'll be into doing something like going to the aquarium or going to the museum. And sometimes we'll go and we'll just be outside. We'll just be outside the building. They like the steps. We're going up the steps to get in the museum. They don't want to leave the steps. We just spend an hour on the steps. Sometimes, little kids, you don't know what it's going to be with them. You don't know what they're going to be into. But hopefully it doesn't rain too bad. I mean, everyone loves a little bit of rain, but yeah, I just thought about that right now. We're planning to get on the train and do something, and we'll see how it goes. I know it's supposed to rain again. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, remember, if you ever need something through CT Corp, if you ever got something going to any of the companies that are registered at CT Corp, I showed you the website earlier in the show, so check it out. I'm your guy. We're building, we're growing, we're doing it, we're designing. We got websites, we got commercials. We're serving CT Corp. We're serving people. We're growing. Business is doing well. We're headed into the home stretch of the year. The holidays are coming up, and got a lot to look forward to. So happy Friday, everyone. I'll talk to you later. We're going to have an episode coming out Monday. Check out the socials, interact with the clips. We're doing it. Happy Friday. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.